Hello again, and thanks for joining us for another seminar. Today, we're going to help you better understand the concept of dropshipping, what it is, how it works, how to set yourself up as a dropshipping supplier, stroke salesperson, and lots of other helpful strategies and information linked to the subject of. So let's start off straight away with a helpful definition so that everybody feels comfortable and knows what dropshipping is. So as Wikipedia shares with us, dropshipping is a form of retail business wherein the seller accepts customer orders without keeping the stock on hand. So traditionally, to offer a product, I don't know, let's say a t-shirt, you would go to a wholesaler, you would ask them to print your design or plain t-shirts if you're selling those on again, and you would have to have some sort of float to pay in advance for that. You'd then take the items and you would manage the supply chain normally to get that t-shirt to the individual, either getting it printed by someone external to the people, or if they print as well and you've taken the t-shirts printed, you still have to put it in the post. And when we say supply chain, that's just all the people that start from the person going, I want to buy this, to having the product available to being able to be bought. Well, dropshipping takes care of a lot of those problems, because what you need to have is a focus on the sales side of things and maybe making some sort of creative media to make this possible. These days, the statistics are 87% of sales come from video content. So learning from that statistic straight away is probably better to try and put products in front of people through some sort of video and not necessarily an advert, but instead maybe something like a review or some kind of, gentle way of putting this product in front of people with people getting excited about it, rather than a salesman that works for the company aggressively telling you this is the best thing ever, you've got to buy it. So instead, in a form of supply chain management, just mentioned before, the seller transfers his orders and their shipment details to a manufacturer, in this case, a wholesaler, another retailer, and a fulfillment house, which then ships the goods directly to the customer. As such, the retailer is responsible for the marketing and selling of the product, but has no control over the product quality, storage, inventory management, or shipping. So literally in dropshipping, your job is to create excitement using some sort of media or online presence and put that in front of the right audience that then want to connect with that idea and spend. And at the point of sale, they pay your supply chain, which you don't manage, and you take a profit, as well as the supply chain taking a profit, but you don't have to oversee any of the problems. And these days with dropshipping, a lot of that also now includes all of your customer support. So if there are any issues or returns that need to happen, there are people on hand to kind of oversee all of that and deal with that either through email, telephone, or some sort of internet support. Okay. However, I would prefer to explain what was just said by definition better here. And remember, we share all the web links, so you can always go back and look at everything in more detail outside of this session too. But in this instance here, okay, this is how the dropshipping model works. So the customer comes along and places an order. In this case, they're saying an example of $200, and your store gets to keep $50 of that, which is profit. But the goods cost $150 to manufacture and do that side, but you don't have to do any of the manufacturing or own the factory in the first place. So it means you can sell products and take a profit without having to have built all of that up. Obviously, over time, you could develop your own dropshipping supply chain and offer dropshipping services to other people and get a better margin, so better profit for yourself. Okay, but in this instance here, we're just understanding how dropshipping works. So I present something to you, you want to buy it at the point of sale, I haven't got to make or do anything. Another party that I've agreed to do this with does that. They take their cost and I get my profit at the point of sale. So we both get paid at the point of sale, and they do their part of the job, which is to send it. And I focus on trying to get more customers to provide that, so that we both continue to make profit how we've agreed to do so. Okay, so you see here, after that, the supplier then ships the product directly to the customer. Okay. And there's a lot more information about this sort of stuff down here too, but I don't want to bore you to death with this. I'd rather use something helpful like a video. Okay, so I'm just going to play a short bit of information to you now that explains all of this better and make it relevant for people who are based here in the UK, as a lot of dropshipping information has kind of started and continued from America. Okay, whereas obviously we need to learn the relevance from America, but make it relevant for us here in the UK. So hopefully this is helpful. If I stop the video at any stage, it's to better translate what's being said within the video. Okay.
video. If you're here, you're probably interested in dropshipping and looking at the best suppliers that will fit both your brand and your high standards. Well, if you have dropshipped in the past, you know that there can be a lot of issues when dropshipping from China. Things like poor quality products, also counterfeit products, and products that don't match the description or are not easily refunded. Now, with that said, it's definitely a good option to take a look at some of the suppliers in places like the UK. So today, we're going to be breaking down a list of some of the best suppliers in the UK and going over some of the benefits and features of each of them. Now, as always, I will leave some helpful links for you in the description below so you can check them out there and do a bit of your own research. But with that said, let's jump right in. So first up, we have Avasham. Now, Avasham is a fully automated dropshipping platform, and it provides you with all the tools that...
So straight away, let's define what automated means or better understand. Yeah, so automated means you won't have to physically do this. It's like a little model that's already set up to run and work itself. If you understand what an algorithm is, that's a similar sort of concept. But yeah, essentially, automated just means that you won't have to do all of this except drive the people to make the sale at the point of sale. They'll do everything else. Okay.
That you need to source and sell high quality products.
So this is the other thing, is loads of different drop shipping options out there. So as wide as you can think now, from sunglasses through to merchandise, t-shirts, to stickers, pens, anything like that, there is a drop shipping option these days. So be really intelligent and look for opportunities where you think you can sell to good audiences with probably more personalized stuff that through your coolness and slight twist, maybe the way you brand a t-shirt, maybe some clever wording or something like that that makes people feel like you understand them and the kind of thing that they're into, because that could be an industry, a hobby, a taste in music, a lifestyle. There's no rules, yeah. But so they're saying here, you can look through it and find loads of different products and services as well that will support people with the dropshipping model. Okay, let the video play.
Now, this is a dropshipper that's based in London, and they do specialize in relations with suppliers from the United Kingdom. Currently, all of Avasham's suppliers in the EU offer over 120,000 products. This is fantastic news for you, meaning you should be able to find a niche product for your website without issue. They've also integrated with over 60 different e-commerce platforms and marketplaces, which is something that you don't see very often when it comes to dropshipping suppliers. They also have excellent customer service, great pricing, and they are a verified...
So just to clarify, some of these dropshippers even have models now to allow you to sell and put your products or services out there using platforms like eBay, Amazon, etc. as well. So really helpful to hear that you've first of all got the supply chain based here in the UK, and they'll use some of the most popular programs that are used in the UK, like eBay and Amazon.
UK supplier. Just a couple of cons to note: they ship to the UK only, and they don't accept PayPal payments. But aside from that, Avasham is a great option for all of your dropshipping needs. At number 2, we have Cincy. Now, this is a B2B platform for dropshippers, retailers, and suppliers. It's a great place for dropshippers and retailers to find their suppliers. One great feature here is that you'll be able to find suppliers from all over the world, so you're not limited to suppliers from the UK. Now, in terms of pros, they're a great free supplier, and you can use it for free with stores than less than 25 published products. They also have a built-in communication tool, which means that you're able to chat with suppliers directly, which is a really great feature. They also have a great location filter for suppliers, so if you are looking for suppliers specifically in the UK, you'll be able to select that, and it's a great feature to really sort things out without much of the effort. They also have
So this is something that we point out straight away, is try and make sure your supply chain will give you confidence to sell within the UK. Now, I'm not saying that you have to sell products directly to the UK, but obviously learning about this based in the UK to start off with, the last thing that we want you to do is, get into issues because you've come up with some amazing content that engages people, but the supply chain isn't helping you. So really make sure what region you want to go into, what product and service you want to put in front of people, and you haven't got too much competition. Competition's not the end of the world. We can always beat them by doing better engagement tools to make people think about selling. But obviously, if it's, hugely densely populated, with loads of competitors in the market, maybe look at a slightly different product or service again and see if you can offer something to a region or to, a end purchaser that the majority aren't doing as well. Okay, so do your research if you can in the early stage. But the good thing I want you to see from this video is dropshipping is better explained. You'll see these days you've just got to get on some websites and start finding out who can provide the supply chain.
Have an auto order feature, which means When integrated with their app, your orders will be automatically forwarded to your supplier when a customer purchases products from your online store. Now, just one thing to note here, their app is a little bit complicated and might take you some time to navigate, but if you don't mind sorting that out, this is a great option. Next up, we have CJ Dropshipping. Now, this is a great all-in-one solution that will help you source and ship your dropshipping products. They have access to warehouses in various regions of the world, including the UK. In the UK, they currently store 2,000 unique products, and you can browse through all of them. All of their products are laid out in a convenient user interface without having to create an account, which is pretty sweet. CJ Dropshipping also offers a sourcing service, which is great if you don't find the product you were looking for. You can even post a sourcing request for a certain product, and the CJ Dropshipping team will try and find it for you. A couple of pros to note here, it doesn't have a monthly membership fee, there's that fantastic sourcing request service that I mentioned, and their app does have some advanced features like automated order fulfillment, which is great. Now just note, the customer service here is a little difficult to navigate, and it's not the best service overall, but you'll still find plenty to love here with this service, and it is a great option. At number 4, we have SaleWho. SaleWho is a company that originates from New Zealand, but they still offer multiple suppliers from the UK. If you're interested in UK wholesale suppliers, they've also got you covered as well. They actually have over...
If you want to know what a wholesale supplier is, wholesale isn't a model that was developed for people that typically worked with factories. So wholesale is where you buy a big stock with a float typically. So I don't know, let's say we're buying t-shirts. You can get a wholesale price on t-shirts at £2 a unit if you'll buy 1,000 plus t-shirts typically. Yeah, if you go over 10,000 t-shirts, they'll probably make that £1.80. And if you take over 10,000 t-shirts, they'll drop it down to £1.50. So the more you buy cheaper, the cheaper you normally get. Now, this will be removed when drop shipping, mainly because you're not buying in bulk, you're buying at the point of sale. So some drop shippers will offer you a slight discount based on volume of sales over time. But typically they're going to charge more per unit because they're printing as it's bought rather than you doing that in advance. So when you're hearing these wholesale suppliers, some of them are negotiable too. And that's why wholesalers are now considering drop shipping, because often they've got stock that they've not sold to people they would have normally done in their wholesale. So they're looking at how they can sell it elsewhere. And drop shipping obviously provides an option for that if they have some sort of printer or something like that to add to what they originally bought. Anyway, I'll let the video continue.
For 8,000 drop shipping suppliers from all over the world, which is great. Now, a couple pros here, they have vetted suppliers, so you don't have to worry about getting scammed, which is really nice.
A vetted supplier, if you're not sure what that means someone's just spent the time, looked at them, verified and made sure this isn't a scam, and you know that the customer service is good when you go through the process. Yeah.
They also have a 100% satisfaction guarantee, so if you don't like SaleWho after trying them out, you can just send them an email to get your money back, and their customer service is fantastic. So if you do prioritize great customer service, then this is definitely a great option. Just a con here, it is just a supplier directory. So basically, by doing extensive Google searching, you may be able to find that supplier yourself without using their service. Last up, we have Aliexpress. Now, this is definitely one of the most well-known dropshippers ever.
So for Americans, this is really popular. We don't really know about Aliexpress, but Aliexpress is like eBay, but now they've kind of specialized for dropshipping. So a lot of people used Aliexpress to sell on Amazon historically, because they had products that you could then sell and market using their images and stuff just by posting an ad in eBay, for example, or on Amazon. Whereas these days now you can do it totally outside of those models or back in there like they were originally and reach an even wider audience. So again, I'll let the video finish.
Now, most of you will be wondering, why is this on the list? It's a Chinese dropshipping supplier. While that may be accurate, in the last few years, AliExpress suppliers have started offering shipping from a warehouse in countries other than China, such as the United Kingdom, which means you'll be able to find those suppliers pretty easily just by searching for a product and filter ship from the United Kingdom. Now, do note that on AliExpress, some suppliers could be lying about shipping from the UK and will still ship from China. In terms of pros here, they do feature low product prices. Everything is generally priced very reasonably on AliExpress. Also, there are products in all niches. You won't have any difficulty finding any
A niche, if anyone's not sure, is this small little gap in the market. So I don't know if everyone else is selling trainers, for argument's sake, at £50, but you want to be seen as the best fashion designer out there and you put them out at 500. That creates a niche because most other people aren't doing it. In the same way that if you also sold a trainer then for £50, that is your most expensive, you've got a niche for both the most expensive trainer and obviously a low-end price trainer that may sell in higher volume. But this is what a niche is. It's a small gap that no one else is copying. Yeah.
Niche products on here because they have so much on offer. And lastly, they do have a great cashback opportunity. You can get 4.3 to 5.9% cashback on all of your Aliexpress orders, which is great to save some money. Now, in terms of cons here, you will have some dishonest suppliers, as I mentioned, and they might lie about the fact that they would be shipping from the UK and still ship from China. They also might lie about delivery times, which is not something that you want to deal with. Also, anyone can find your product, which means that using product images from AliExpress on your online store, anyone will be able to search up those images and find the exact same product on AliExpress for a lower price. The best way around this is to always take your own product images. Anyway, guys, if you are interested in getting...
So hopefully this helps us to understand dropshipping a little bit better. Again,